Hey guys, what's up? Today we get to finally assemble Project Sacrilege after these months and months and months of fabrication and designing and making all the parts that go onto it. It's been a long time coming, so it's a little noisy in here right now. The exhaust fan's going and we got the other fan on. It's kind of stinking here from yesterday from painting. So, but Brandon and I are going to get right into this morning. We're going to drop the Cummins back into the chassis, and then the drive line, and move on to air lines, control arms, and all those items, and pretty much fully assemble the frame today. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. When
Look at this.
Not raining today, it's open air instructor. He's texting me about the molds. Frame's all dried, cured. As you guys can see, it looks pretty good. Alright, now we just gotta unwrap the Cummins here, wheel it on over, drop it in first, and then its transmission cross member, it's over there. Drop it in. I think we have to drill its holes to mount it, bolt it on, and then, you know, drive line, and then we'll probably do control arms, bags, shock, do that, you know, shock later. And then electrical lines, fuel line, air line. Alright. Let's get started, guys. Cummins is back in its home. Upper and lower control arms are installed on both sides with their Dominator 2600 bag. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to move on to airlines and then maybe the E-level wiring and its sensors, but it's getting pretty close to the end of the day here, so we'll see how far we get to. But maybe the driveline too. But let's get back into this.
I didn't have time to do that kind of stuff when I got out. Took the wheels back off the RX-7. Threw those in my car. Then I went to work.
What are you doing like that?
Testing those bolts that he had out there on the RX-7.
Yeah, those studs must be screwed up on the sore because people put those wheels on SUVs all the time. They go right on. Somebody's got one for sale, it's like a 600 horsepower 1JZ, ready turbo, HKS intercooler and piping, 4 different Apex Power FC products, 8 Defi gauges in the glove box. They want $13K for it.
Handy to have a set of spoons.
Oh right, I've always used pry bars.
Works the same.
Learned about that on my old man's tractor.
Want a hand?
Maybe. You just want to drive the top? I'm just going to lean back. I should pick it up. Too high?
I would think so, it looks like it.
Pick up? Beautiful. Well, I can do that for a little bit.
I put a semi-tire if you want.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Get out! Get out from under the frame! Got it pretty much the most assembled it's been in a super long time, guys. We got the Cummins drop back in there, and then we got the upper and lower control arms put in. We got our airlift Dominator 2600s installed, and then we installed the driver's side shock, and along with the airlines along the frame there, we got the rear ones ran. We may have to change the front one because our bag mount changed the geometry just a little, but hopefully we can only just have to bend up the tube we already have set up for the front airbags there that'll attach in the middle of the frame there. And then we got most of the fuel line ran up, and the electrical harness that runs from the front of the truck all the way back to the tail lights and the trailer brakes and stuff. We got that mostly attached. We'll come in here tomorrow and finish attaching that alongside the inside of the frame rail, and then we'll move on to attaching the power 0 gauge wire for along the passenger side of the frame rail up to the starter from the batteries. And then we're pretty much, you know, we'll put the driveline back on and the exhaust, and then we're ready to drop the cab back on. So that's super cool, guys. I mean, this has been a long time coming that we've been working towards this goal. So next up here, we can get Eric's pickup in here. We were going to do a full solid axle swap on it, but he went and bought a 2006 Duramax instead, because this is a gas truck. So we're going to change up the shock hoops on it, because the shocks, like, you know, like if the bottom of my hands is the axle, they lean like this for some reason. It's some solid axle swap kit with dual Bilstein shocks, and they're just lent weird. So we're going to change that up and have the shock mounts like they should be, the shock hoops straight up and down. And then we also have to do a wheel bearing on the driver's side of it that's messed up, so the truck hops. So we'll do that for Eric, and then he's got a few people that want to come look at it, and he'll get that sold to them, and then we'll get started on the Duramax. We have all the parts ready to go ahead and start the lift on it. And then before we do that, though, we'll bring in my friend's little Toyota pickup that we're putting the 2JZ in, and it's got Total Chaos front suspension on the front, and then he's going to do the rear here soon. But we need to make its engine and transmission mounts. You get the 2J in there, and then we can get that back to Jacob. But Eric really needs his truck, so we've got to get this done hopefully by the end of the week, and get his Chevy in here, change out those shock hoops, and then fix that wheel bearing, and then that can get out. And then we'll move on to the 2JZ little pickup, get its engine and transmission mounts made, and then we'll bring Eric's new Duramax in here. It's not new, it's a 2006 quad cab short bed. So we'll bring that in here, and then start his Cougar House Fab solid axle swap kit, or 4-link kit on that thing. So that'll be pretty awesome, guys. We're pretty excited to get to that project and be off of Sacrilege. We like working on Sacrilege, but we want to move on to the, you know, the 5th Gen Foreigner and some of these other projects, and we want to get Sacrilege buttoned up so we can actually enjoy it, because, you know, we've been working on it like 3.5 years now, and really want to just enjoy driving it around. So we gotta get through these few customer trucks, and then we can get it back in here and get it towards the bodywork and upholstery stages. But before we do that, we'll figure out the transmission tuner and get that all squared away so it's fully running and driving, and then we just have to do bodywork and do upholstery and audio. So, alright guys, thanks for watching today. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think of Project Sacrilege in the comment box. Let us know what you think of how far we got. And then you guys know the spiel. If you like Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook/Cougar House Garage. And then we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Keep up with all these crazy projects on the daily here at Cougar House there. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.